Hello, Tangerine family. We're here with the teacher, Peter Savala. Hello, teacher. Hello, Randall. I'm so happy to be here with you and all our students one more time. Exactly. We have a very important question to ask you about learning English. Many students have the same problem when speaking in English. Do you know what it is? I suppose it is about the fear of speaking in English. Am I right? Exactly. But how did you know it? Is it very common to feel afraid of speaking English? More than you can imagine, Randall. I could say it is one of the main reasons why students don't get to improve their English. They feel panic when speaking English. That's right. But why do you think it happens? And what can we do to solve this problem? Some people can get into a conversation in a foreign language with such ease and confidence, even if they don't have a rich vocabulary. Chatting casually is not a problem for them. But I know that there are others who feel the opposite. Let me tell you something. If you think that you are the only one who feels that way, trust me, you are not. The fear of speaking a foreign language is far more common than you might think. In fact, there's a name for this fear or so called phobia, xenoglossophobia. It is the fear of learning and speaking foreign languages. Did you know that? We all know that feeling of not being able to put our thoughts into words. Also, me. But what exactly are you afraid of? The fear of failure, being misunderstood, and grammar mistakes. These are the three most common reasons why people are afraid to speak English. Making mistakes feels like failure, and that seems like the end of the world for us. But I am sure you want to know why that happens. Well, we feel this inevitable anxiety. Anxiety reduces your brain's ability to do its job the way it is supposed to. That's the thing. It means that when you are anxious about speaking English with others, your brain can't process the language properly. The fear of being judged is usually present as well. Most of us are afraid of being judged. It is the same thing with foreign languages because we often think that others judge us for our grammar or pronunciation mistakes. Now, I'm gonna tell you some things you can do in order to lose this fear to speak English. The first thing you have to do is identify your exact fears. That's right. If you know you have problems with grammar, then you have to commit to improving it. Search exercises online, read books about grammar topics, take different exams. There are a lot of things you can do to improve that weak part you have. at English. Now, this is something very important to overcome that fear of speaking in English. Speak calmly. One of the mistakes learners make when speaking to native speakers is to try to speak faster or to use the same speed as natives. Speaking faster can cause panic and a lot of unnecessary grammatical errors that could otherwise be avoided. Yes, I know I had already said this before, but some students keep doing this. Believe me, many people tend to confuse being fluent with speaking fast. That's the thing. You can calmly communicate and yet leave a remarkable impression. On the other hand, you can speak fast and still not be understood. Remember that. Remember that the primary reason for speaking is for you to communicate your thoughts. In the process, you get the opportunity to sharpen your listening and speaking abilities. If you rush the conversation through, chances are you will finish talking fast, make unnecessary mistakes, and feel stuck. I'm telling you this because I made that mistake many times. It can be challenging to keep your composure when you're nervous. I understand. However, this will help you to successfully combat fear and enjoy your conversation engagement. When you are afraid, you want to speak and get out of the platform as soon as possible. Keep in mind that the objective is to maximize the opportunity to sharpen your language skills. Another thing I recommend students to do is listen to understand, then respond. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you have answered to a question you were not asked, or rather introduced a new topic altogether? Yes, this could probably be because you did not hear clearly, or you were listening to respond, not to understand. Sometimes it can be a very awkward situation for both the speakers. Because of nerves, many learners tend to talk before they understand what the other person is trying to say. You want to hear, to understand, and interact with your conversation partner, right? So, being attentive is very important. Many learners start talking as soon as they hear a familiar word or phrase. This is because during second language assessments or examinations, learners are taught to pay attention to keywords and phrases when answering multiple choice questions. This strategy works as an effective method to pass a language test, but in real life conversation, you do not respond to words and phrases. You respond to communicated thoughts and ideas. You listen to understand, not to respond. So overcome fear by listening to understand. I hope you had this idea clear, and I'm sorry if I bored you. I'm just trying to explain what you're afraid to speak English. Because this is crucial to improve your English. You really need to overcome that fear. Thank you very much for that information. And I don't think our subscribers got bored. Or did you? Let us know in the comments if you liked this topic, please. Also, if you want more tips to overcome your fear to speak English, take care. I hope you liked this conversation. If you could improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. And if you want to support this channel, you can join us or click on the Super Thanks button. Thank you very much for your support. Take care.